Hello my little caribou and welcome to CDQ. Today it's a special episode. I am wrapping up my first participation to Summerween or first participation to any read-a-thon. So I'm starting off with the first book that I read, Saw Kill Girl. This book was a bit of a miss for me. It was labeled as a horror book, but I either completely missed it. I don't want to spoil it, but I get why they categorize it as a horror book, but I don't know it was the writing or something, but not at all horror for me. I would not even classify that as horror adjacent, or maybe there is a kind of investigation going on because of girls that disappearing, but not at all scary. So that was a bit of a misfire for a start. Then I went for a book that was not in my TBR, and I'm glad I did. I knew the movie Bird Box, and my first rant about this book is this should be a crime. Sticker that are not sticker, go F yourself. I mean, this is absolutely disgusting to look at. Just give me a sticker, okay, and I can take it out if I don't want to have it. The book itself was very good. I knew the plot from the movie. I kind of remembered it because I watched it when it was released, so it's kind of a couple of years ago, and I really liked it. I love both, but there's a lot more detail in here. I actually rewatched the movie after I read this because I wanted to have the bingo, of course, for Summerween, and also because I wanted to see the difference between the book and the movie. And I get every single change that they do. They're just trying to, of course, to stick better to the movie media. Every decision made sense to me. But going back to the book, it was really interesting to read it because there was a lot more details. Of course, you can. The movie is 2 hours. You cannot put everything there is in the book in just 2 hours. If you like the movie but didn't read the book, I really suggest you read it. There is a lot of detail. Just one fair warning is the book doesn't seem long. It's not a lot of pages. It's 250 pages-ish in that range, but the thing is it goes really fast, so you cannot read at a very great speed because you're constantly missing stuff if you're doing so. You're going to read a bit slower than you usually does because it's going very, very fast. There's a lot going on in this book, and you can adjust to the pacing. The pacing is not exactly the same as in other book, but you can adjust to it, and by the end you will read a bit faster. But really great recommendation, and this one was really hard for a change. Next, I went for an audiobook. It was a Survivor Song from Paul Tremblay, my first from Paul Tremblay, and this one was a semi-miss for me. It was pure with a middle of the road regarding my opinion. I like the concept of it because it's a twist on a classic zombie story. It's not a zombie per se. The story is the humanity is getting infected with a virus which is described as being an evolution of the rabies virus. So it's not like it's something alien or it's just the dead come back to life, nothing like that. It's very, very realistic in that way. After we spent through a pandemic, which was because of a mutated virus, that part was really something, really period related, and it's really realistic compared to other zombie movie. I say zombie because people act like zombie, but you know how rabies infected animal react would be the same with this virus. So it's really described as an evolution of the rabies virus, which progress very, very quickly, affect a person in something like 1 hour, depending on when they are bitten, relative to their head, because it's the time that the virus goes to the brain. Very realistic in the term of what happened to the person regarding to the rabies virus, but everything is accelerated, of course. I don't know, it was a bit of a miss for me. I've been one that Paul Tremblay tend to be slow start. I'm not sure exactly why. It was sometime it was, I wouldn't say scary, but it was more of a thriller for me, and it was intriguing, and the twist in the story was interesting, but overall it was middle of the road. Then I read something that I don't think I fully understand, but I think that was the intended point. It's Follow Me to Ground. And my first reaction reading this was there's a word missing in the title, no? And no, there is not. I'm not sure I fully understand what's going on in this book, and I think it's really intentional from the author. I really liked it. I would describe this one way more as a horror book than, for example, Saw Kill Girl. It was not scary per se, but it was interesting. It was weird and mysterious. I really liked it. And then I went for this, and oh boy. Was I wrong about what I thought about this book? Wow, this is a compilation of graphic novel Through the Woods, and there is a I'm not going to show you that. It's not. I cannot show a lot of things because I don't want to be struck. But but the drawing is really great in this. There is 5 short story plus an introduction and a conclusion. Wow, was this something? At the beginning, I was reading the intro and I was like, that will be just like a classic, fun, cute stories, but nothing more. And wow, first one was unsettling, but the last one, ooh la la. At one point in the last one, I literally felt my stomach sink. It was, wow, it was very something, and this is this is the most horrific thing that I read compared to everything that I read for Summerween. This is the most real horror that I read. Wow, the last one was, oh my god, it was not just unsettling. It was hard, hard, but in a good way, right? So not in a bad way. And I don't want to say absolutely anything about this because it was very great and I strongly recommend it, and I don't want to spoil absolutely nothing. Just know that it's a compilation of a few short stories. The middle ones are okay, fine, but the first one and the last one are really something. Except from the intro and the conclusion. I'm really talking about the stories itself. The first one and the last one were the best one, and the last one was very, very the best. Wow, what was the best from far. Wow. And next, a book that I have not finished. I'm halfway through the last final girl. I'm honestly thinking about DNF it. I've been told that it's normal, or my complaint about this book is normal for Stephen Graham Jones, or for this one in particular, I'm not sure. This one is basically a bunch of cliche about a horror movie, and it's supposed to be a story in there, but the references are so big, are so in your face, and there are so many that it just took me right out of the story. I cannot concentrate on anything that's going on because there's just constantly reference with old horror movie, and not great reference. I mean, the reference are great itself, but the way they are presented, it's really too much in your face, and it really in mud. Hey, do you get it? Hey, did you get this one? And 2 lines later, hey, and this one, did you get it? Wow, this is extremely annoying, and I will definitely not finish this because the reference are way just too in your face and way too much reference. So I won't be finished that. So I finished on a bit of a miss, but overall it was good, especially Through Woods. This one, if you would read one in this list, I would say read this one. So overall, a great Summerween. Thank you to Gabby to have organized this, and I look forward to participate in a further edition of this read-a-thon. So until next time for another book, ciao!